Unity leaders and sharing with you the news.
Good day, and how is everyone today? Good day, and how is everyone today? This is W.A. Boygan, the second Smart Home New Construction PCF Home. Thank you so much for joining us today. I feel good. I feel great. I feel terrific. I feel good. I feel great. I feel terrific. I feel good. I feel great. I feel terrific. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart, down in my heart, I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart today, I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart, down in my heart, I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. It's a beautiful day in your neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be there? Would you be our neighbor? And things I do so I'm a little bit more comfortable doing the show. Thank you for bearing with me. Now here I go again. I see the crystal visions. I keep my visions to myself. It's only me who wants to wrap around your dreams and have you in your dreams you like to sell. Dreams of loneliness like a heartbeat drives you mad in the stillness of remembering what you had, and what you lost, and what you had, ooh, what you lost. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. A lot of these women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. A lot of these women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know. You know, you will know. How you know. Thank you for bearing with me. Now to our show. In the background, you can see we actually have the Joshua, many different beautiful visions of the Joshua. Someone has recently styled and restyled these photos to give you different ideas and options. You can go with wood siding, stone siding. Some people even go with the corrugated steel siding, such as in these photos. And what we're going to be talking about today is our classic, which is the Joshua, a 2-bedroom contemporary style house, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths with an office, which can be converted into another bedroom. In addition, the second level boasts a master bedroom with a master bath and an upper level 300 over 300 square foot patio where you can have your outdoor fireplace, outdoor grill, or just relaxing space. Fits for most lots. It's a wonderful home choice for you and your family. As you can see, the depth of the lot is, or depth of the home is 21, and the actual width of the home is 30. So this home style fits in a lot of different style homes. Fits perfectly. Come enjoy your home, the Joshua. Now, time for us to do our normal steps. Our first step is show me the money, which is basically saying know exactly how much money you are working with to purchase whatever style home you like. The single scoop, the double scoop, the triple scoop, the Sunday, or the banana split. If you know exactly what you're working with, you'll know exactly which price point you like to be looking at. And then you can maximize your purchase power at that purchase point. And this is an easy way to show that you love all people by basically allowing all people to work with you by showing them exactly what you're ready to work with. Starting with if you have a mortgage commitment, because if you still have a mortgage, it's no issue. Just a lot of people feel like they can't run with what they call the cash buyers. However, if you have a mortgage commitment and are ready to close, there are really no issues. And you can close just like cash because all it is really the bank putting the money in the account and making it available for the construction team or in a seller. So whether you have a verification of funds for a certain amount of what you plan to use for the home, a mortgage commitment, an amount showing a deposit in gold, an amount showing deposits in crypto. All these are verifiable forms of showing your money. Your next step is your lot. So if you're working with the Joshua, the great thing about the Joshua is it fits on many and most contemporary home lots. Meaning you're able to use these plans again and again if you so choose. Some investors, or sometimes you might want to build the same home for yourself in another area. You can use these plans possibly again depending on the various plan options that the housing plan companies have that we work with. This is a really beautiful home, a great option with a large second level patio and amazing indoor living space. It's quite roomy and quite beautiful, actually, as you can see in the photos. So the next thing, if we're thinking about a lot size and we're attempting to place this in a lot, like we mentioned before, this is, we'll even say that our lot is a 5 to under 6,000 square foot lot. And we'll say the lot is 40 by 132. Now, with this home being 21 by 30, you can either place the home. The beautiful thing is you can place this home either looking at the plan, you can take the actual side view or the front and make the front towards the side of the house, or it can always be adjusted. Like, for example, if you had a 40 by 132 lot, you could adjust the 21 and actually take the 21 to the front of the lot and then have the 30 on the side of the lot, giving you a nice private, you give you a drive up, but then almost like a private entryway that gives you a view away from the street when you enter the home. This Joshua plan is perfect. Perfect for PCF Home and its consultants and its building teams and general contractors to create for you on most lots in America, with the ability to not have issues on zoning and setbacks. The Joshua home really is a home for you. Now let's imagine you had the Joshua home and you were thinking about what type of lot you actually wanted to put your home on. Let's say you wanted to put your home on a you're attempting to figure out the size of the lot. So you want to have that different kind of visual, maybe where you have decided, I don't actually want my front vision to be looking at the actual street. I like to see something different. What size lot could I actually utilize with my home? If I already had the Joshua plan, well, if I had a lot that was on the market and it was for a great deal or a nice purchase and it was in an area, let's say for a very nice area that had a smaller lot available or a narrow lot available, this home plan will still be perfect for that lot. So let's say you have a lot that, because of its size, although it's in a wonderful neighborhood, it might be selling for $15,000 or less, and its actual value is at in between 30 and 50,000. But because of the size of the lot, it's hard to sometimes find that exact home plan you would love. This Joshua is a great thing about its style is it's a nice, durable, open floor plan home to allow you to enjoy both levels and the upper level patio, giving you that feel of being away from everybody, but still being with everyone. So you decide to pick up your lot in your nice area and utilize your Joshua plan. So your next step is going to be exactly what's going on with this lot. I need to we need to find someone to do my survey. I need to, if this is really the lot you like, first, before you even do the survey, Depending on if you really, really like the lot, you have two options of placing earnest money down to make sure that the lot is still available when you go to see the lot. But then it's also handy on that note to, if you do not know how to write up a purchase agreement, to have a realtor that does, or someone that does, so that you can just put the earnest money down while you're doing your due diligence. But besides that, you can do that the night before or the day before sometimes. And, it really depends on how long the lot's been on the market. And sometimes you can actually see a lot and it's there today, gone tomorrow, just because someone had the exact same thought you had. So there is a benefit of putting a $400 or $500 earnest money deposit on a lot, just so you can do your due diligence while you're making up your mind, and still having a back out clause for yourself. Then, or because one thing you could do is, if you just flat out reached out to the person whose lot it was, whether it be a realtor's lot or a private owner's lot, and asked them if they have a survey available. If they don't have a survey available, or if they do have a survey available, then one of the things you'll know is if there's anybody else looking at the lot. Someone can always call in right after you'd had. However, at least you'll know if the lot is even available, because sometimes lots, even though on the market they say available or pending or just on the market, they are actually not on the market. Either the listing is expired, or who knows, the property can be removed from the market and just the listing hasn't came down, or even it might be in the middle of the process of closing. It's just the fact that the agent hasn't shifted the information yet. So then you want to, if they don't have the survey and it's still available, you want to look at the FEMA by address search and see if it's in a FEMA flood zone. That will depend on whether or not you're able to actually even get insurance for your home, which is something that you really want. Our homes are prepared for and are durable. However, the thing is, you need to protect yourself and have home insurance. Another thing you want to do is to reach out to your utilities company. You want to reach out to them and find out whether or not you have access to electrical power. A lot of times you can do this from just Google Maps, of looking at the actual pictures of the area. You can see if there are any power lines that are actually running, electrical lines running somewhere near the home. Then another thing you would do is reach out to the water and sewage department and ask them if your home lot has service to it or not. With all these magnificent things are important, because then it's almost at the same time, it's almost at the same note. You can reach out to realtors and find the best realtor to work with. And the great thing is, you let them know, I'm looking at some lots and I want to find out some things about you. And after having a conversation with them, you can either, tell them about the lot, or wait and tell them about the lot after you find out if they're actually the prospect you would like to work with. If they sound like they're a prospect you like to work with, then give a couple of agents the address, and which is also another comfortable reason to actually have an earnest money deposit down on the property, believing everybody is righteous and ethical. However, it gives you that one piece of comfort. Then, while you're finding out the exact things going on, such as the electrical, utilities, and everything for the actual property, and you're reaching out to your agent, you can find out which agent comes back with the best information. And that might be the agent you want to work with. Then your next decision would be who you're going to have to construct the home. Now, with us, if you decide to work through PCF Home, we have a couple benefits. Of course, the home warranty. Of course, our homes have gone through Category 5 hurricanes. Of course, They won't burn down, blow down, or fall down. And you want to find out what they can do and what they have done. Like our contractors have, in our Florida contractor has over 25 years in construction. Our actual home construction builder, Mr. Lilly, has over 40 years in home construction. And that is for our Florida team. So there is definite strength in the wisdom and knowledge of teams that have built homes for decades. So when you choose who you have to construct your home, ask them what your windbreaker will be, which is basically asking them what their house will look like after a storm goes through, or asking them, just not even after a storm goes through. I'm attempting to change my message marketing so you can actually speak to them about what your home will look like. What is your home ready for? What is the windbreaker? What kind of weather is it ready for? These are all great questions to ask before you actually begin your home. Then you can decide who you want to work with. Would it be PCF Home, its contractors, and the Ice Cream Shop Home Collective, or another organization? Like we say, you have choice in the Better Built Home, so you can choose us in our group, or you could choose another. We don't mind. That is your choice. Next point, home position. Like I mentioned before, you know how you want to position the home on the lot. If you have the lot, like we mentioned, the tighter lot with the 40 by 135 and the beautiful home of the Joshua, which fits on most home lots in America, has great aspects of 2 bedrooms, 2 baths with an office that can be converted into a 3rd bedroom. Great home choice. And as we mentioned before, since we're deciding to place this sideways on the lot, allowing us a sideways walk up, and we'll have our fence. So we have our nice private area, almost like something really beautiful, because you can turn the Joshua home where we mentioned the front visual. You go back to the front and actually look at this. Now, you see how this home is positioned now, where the actual front is toward the front of the lot. It can actually be turned, and the front could be towards the side of the lot or towards the side views. So there's just so many different things that can be done as far as home position, and we would check that with zoning and place your beautiful home on the lot. Now going back to the inside in our photos. And this is one of the beautiful visuals. Now, thinking of the next step. Your next step is your actual dates. You want to know those important dates such as what your closing date might be, what your home inspection dates might be, so you'll know what dates do you need to have off to view the home. Because even if you can't be there, it would be at least great if you could at least be on phone or on video with someone from your team while they go through the home. Or at least you want to make sure they take video when they go through the home. That way they can always go through with a camera or a 360 cam, and you could always be able to tell the things that you are having actually erected in one of PCF homes or another home. And you can get a good idea of the details with a walkthrough cam and your agent or your actual builder or construction team. Your next step would be figuring your actual dates for the certificate of occupancy. That way, you know what date you can actually move in and not be concerned about anything except for enjoying your beautiful Joshua home. That's when you walk in, you get your keys, and that's the final date. However, you want to make sure of that date so you'll know something about when you actually are under another associate working with someone. Hmm. Started thinking about something. So, the Joshua home is a great home choice for you. Whether it's as a first time home buyer, whether as what they call the dual income family with kids, and perhaps you might even have a dog. This home allows you to enjoy your space, have space for both your children, and still have a wonderful, comfortable space that you can share with one another on the second level while you privately enjoy life and the kids are on the first level. Great way to enjoy life with your children under you and you above on the second level. And you can both, you and that special person, enjoy the outdoor patio of the Joshua when you move in. So now let's think about the closing. The closing is almost the what you call the final dance, the simple walkthrough. You have your agents, they're there for the closing. If done virtually, it's all just paperwork, whether you're actually, if you, or maybe you might be going in an office. Either way, it's a nice, easy thing not to be concerned with because your closing team helps move it through like a virtual dance. You have all your, they'll set up all your documents and have everything ready to close. All you need to do is bring your monies and your earnest money deposit, depending on how you're purchasing. If you're purchasing through PCF Home, we have a few different plans of where you can get into the home with low to no money down, starting at $500. So now you're at your closing, you sign all your docs, and construction begins. Permitting is done, clearance of permitting, then your foundation is laid. That's the first big day part of your actual build. That a lot of times with us almost takes as long as the actual build being 30 days. Well, the actual permit, I mean, foundation curing time is 30 days. So you have your foundation cure of 30 days. We begin construction and complete in 45 days. We have the three draw system. First draw of the foundation, second draw, walk through, make sure the walls and everything are up to code and spec. From the home inspector, they clear us for the next draw, which means an additional things are put in home. So that's first draw, second draw. So that all electrical, all your wonderful things go in, and it's time to go into the next draw. That's done. And then the three draw system, the home is completed and certificate of occupancy, you move in. Now let's take a walkthrough of your home. Beautiful home. Imagine it's being you enjoying your outdoor patio with Joshua. Isn't that a beautiful space? Even have space for your washer dryer. What a comfortable, which you might call usable home. That's a great looking home. And that's the Joshua. So give us a call at 941-218-0268. That's 941-218-0268. Enjoy the Joshua living, and let's pull up a couple additional photos in the Joshua. Enjoying the Joshua living. 941-218-0268. That's 941-218-0268. Reach us by email, P as in Port, C as in Charlotte, F as in Florida, home.com. That's P as in Port, C as in Charlotte, F as in Florida. Home2023 at gmail.com. That's the email address, PCF Home2023 at gmail.com. The website address is PCFHome.com. That's P as in Port, C as in Charlotte, F as in Florida, home.com. Let us create the Joshua for you, a beautiful home set up and ready and waiting for you. The Joshua. First level living space of 630 feet. Second floor living space of 294 feet. The Joshua. This is W.A. Boykin II. Smart Home New Construction. Ice Cream Shop Home Collective. PCF Home.com. Showing the best choice for the common woman and man. An excellent home, the Joshua. Thank you so much for being with us today. Have a good day. Have a good week. And have a good life. Bye-bye.